This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else we feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cerisia.
And I'm your host who thinks we need to speed up that walking, Dave Spates.
This episode is our flagship show, the weekly anime review. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, David.
Hey, yo.
Weekly anime review.
Hell yeah. Great week again.
Very good week. Very, very good week. Before we get into the anime, I think, so we remember, I'm just going to say, let's say at the top of this episode, episodes of the week. Yeah. I know what mine is.
Mine's
super easy. I think mine is by far. I think it wins by far. Very good episodes and show. Like,
I'm just trying to remember. Okay, that was really good.
I'll say mine then. One Piece.
Yeah.
One Piece was out of control.
I think I'd have to give it to One Piece too. This morning was nuts when I watched it.
Dude,
it's either that or Kaiju No.8.
The Kaiju No.8 fight was really good.
It was awesome.
We'll get into that in this is our second show review. But the One Piece fight in the beginning, save for when we get to One Piece. One Piece was my episode of the week.
I think I'm gonna agree with you. Okay. Yeah.
Kaiju No.8 was definitely my second.
I don't know. Actually, it might be Demon Slayer.
Definitely not. But
I think it's One Piece too.
I think One Piece, and we'll get to
why,
why exactly I think it is and everything like that. And One Piece is at the end of the episode if you're listening along. But let's start out with the anime that we weren't always starting out with, but we're starting out with because it deserves it. My Hero Academia.
Oh, season 7, great episode.
This episode was incredible.
Exactly. Exactly.
It was incredible.
Then it was like, in all honesty, it was minimal fighting too. Like compared to what My Hero can do.
Yes.
It can it was pretty like it was a Dabi fight. Like Todoroki won. You thought they talked Dabi up for so much, thinking it's gonna be some huge, spectacular fight. And I was thinking about it, it's like, but we kind of already got that when he did the reveal that he was Dabi. Like they fought already, sorta. So it's like they didn't need to have something insane.
No.
And it was perfect.
Yeah. I got the vibes of this, and I think this is where the show nails it so good. Remember we talked about it, I think it was last season, Dark Deku.
Yeah.
With Bakugo and Deku, and it was just that whole line of the thing just like came to an end of their friendship, and it was so good. The Todoroki storyline came to the end of this episode, and it was beautiful. Like, they did such good, all the flashbacks of like his childhood and everything he's gone through, and I love Dabi like yelling at him like, first of all... Also, I'm going to say, credit to the show for nailing this. Watching Dabi's backstory sucked.
Yeah.
Like, Dabi was, like, the first villain in the show where I was like, man, you really got fucked.
Yeah, I felt really bad for him.
You got, like, the short end of the stick. And then what I liked, though, is, like, I felt really bad for him. Like, he got manipulated.
I wanted Todoroki to save him.
Yeah, I wanted him to save him. Yeah, I really felt bad for him. But I was always like, but you killed innocent people, dude.
Yeah.
And then... Shoto, Todoroki, whatever you want to say, he literally said that.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. He's like, yeah, what I was thinking, he's like, but you killed innocent people.
That's on you.
And I was like, that was great.
That was amazing.
What a line.
What a spectacular way, just to say, like, yeah, I feel bad about the family stuff, but I also had a kind of shitty childhood. I didn't go killing people, dipshit.
Yeah, which is our always big thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Also, in this show, let's get into Dabi's backstory for a little bit, because it was a large portion of the episode, and great.
Oh, it was awesome.
People are like, oh, like, Shigaraki, he was like a sad boy, or like in Toga, she like was always evil, killing people, but maybe feel bad for them. No one ever feels bad for Dabi.
No.
As we never did either.
No.
After this episode, I'm like, he had it the worst!
He did. He did. The poor kid just wanted his dad to like him.
Yeah, even when he, like, went to the weird Sunshine Hospital with the Sunshine face guy.
He just wanted to get back to his dad.
And he just wanted to get back to his dad and his family.
The entire time.
I was like, all for one, you blow.
Yeah, he really did suck a lot. I did like, though, how I was like, yeah, he fixed them, put them all together and all that stuff. But then he, like, in all honesty, All For One really didn't have much to do with this.
No. Like, I think if Dabi stayed, he would have fully fixed him.
I mean, yeah, 100% would have. Yeah, because he wanted him as a spare tire. But, like, I think we're talking in terms of how Dabi became Dabi.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, All For One
didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, really. If anything, I did.
If anything, he just saved a kid's life.
Yeah, I did like when Dabi was like, All For One's like, blah, blah, and Dabi's like, pretty much like, fuck you.
Screw you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a sick scene. I really did enjoy that.
He was like, I really think he's the first villain of the show where I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I kind of actually really feel bad for you.
Yeah, kind of.
Like, your life totally sucked.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry you had really a bad accident there as a kid. That really sucks.
Also, and it made me think too, what annoys me And you know, some people will be like, oh, Shigaraki, like, maybe, like, he's a sad boy and blah, blah. And Toga, like, oh, maybe we're confused and, like, feel whatever. But all the same people are like, Endeavor's the worst. He sucks. And it's like, wait a minute. He has no redemption. He was a bad dad and husband. And it's like, he didn't kill anyone.
Yeah, no, he didn't. The rest of these guys kill each other and don't want any redemption.
Yeah.
Endeavor at least try and get redemption.
He had a great... That was another thing I loved in this episode, because that was like one of my first thoughts. I was like, obviously I wanted Todoroki Dabi to fight.
Yeah.
But I was like, Endeavor, how do you let your kid go in?
I know.
And I loved Endeavor being like, he's like, this is my responsibility. I should be handling it because he's the dad.
Yeah.
And Todoroki, smartly enough, he's like, we need you to fight all for one.
Yeah, and it was a great, and also fair. Like, one, I don't really, like, who knows if Endeavor can even actually fight Dabi. Like, he had that, I know they had a lot of big boy talking moments and all that stuff. I don't think he could have either. I think he would have broken down like he did at the last time we saw him.
So epic.
That was amazing. Yeah, it was truly spectacular.
So everyone hates on the show is an idiot.
I have facts.
Oh, I did see this one thing. They're like, who's your least favorite main character? To those, like, you know, you see all those people all the time interviewing people at anime cons, and he's like, what's the most overrated anime? And someone's like, One Piece, Naruto. They always get pulled those people because they know it'll get clicks and stuff like that. But someone's like, what's your least favorite MC? And this girl's like, Deku, obviously. And I was like, and the guy's like, why? And I was like, I've never heard why.
Yeah.
She's like, he's just always in his own head. He just needs to get over stuff and talk. I'm like, wait a minute.
About?
This is every main character in every anime.
In all honesty, Deku gets over a lot of shit, like, pretty easily.
And in this episode, it is showed that Todoroki was like, Deku, because of you is why I can do what I do.
Yeah, that was an awesome scene. That brought me all the way back to season 2, and I was like, oh,
that's where they nailed it.
Deku proved that he was amazing.
That's where they nailed it in this episode. That's why I, like, at the end of this episode, like, if again, we'll get into why I think One Piece was absolutely incredible. But, like, if One Piece wasn't absolutely incredible, and the Kaiju No.8 fight was just absolutely incredible too. Like, this, I think this episode wins story writing.
I agree with that one, yeah. For sure.
The story was so good.
This was a payout of something that's been building forever now. And it was awesome.
And it was so good.
It was just really well done.
What do you think of his ability?
His his flash fire, his flash cold fist, where he had first off, he had like a oh my god, I can't remember his name.
What's he look like? Who's he related to?
Oh my god.
What does he look like?
Hi, can I not remember Naruto's dad?
Minato?
Minato, that's it. Minato Namikaze. Has about the naming convention that he does. It was a fucking million words in there. It was like, guys, you could just called it like Flashpoint or some shit like that, or like Flash Freeze or some shit like that.
Flash Freeze would have been
Flash
great.
Freeze fist? There we go. There you go.
That's literally what it did.
Yeah, it is. It was the opposite of Flash Fire.
Yeah, I'll get more into it, but that punch was...
It was awesome. No. This ability was amazing.
But it looks dumb.
It does look dumb.
It does.
I didn't like that it kept going.
Yeah, that's the only thing is, like, it seemed like he was charging it at first, which that made sense. Like, the charge. But when he was, like, just talking to Deku in that really odd scene where Ida is, like, almost practically naked. Yeah. And, like, you know what? I watched that scene and they, like, all these guys are, like, shirtless and blah, blah. And I was like, you know what? Guys, we get it the other way all the time.
No, I mean,
girls,
especially
there you go.
In this show,
enjoy it. You get to oogle at high schoolers. Like,
there you go.
Enjoy it.
Have fun.
Like, we get it the other way all the time in anime, so we'll let you have it.
Yeah.
But he was just standing there in the thing with that. I was like, all right, well, I don't know if you really need to have it going right now. I know it's like a charging thing, but like,
I know what that was about. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yeah. I think it was just. I think the idea is that he has to, like, it's so hard mentally to do that he has to do it all the time. Sort of situation.
To get it down. And
I think that's what it's supposed to be. But having going all the time, I think is dumb. But I think the punch was sick. The punch was sick. The punch was overall awesome. Like,
when Dabi first punched him, and then, like, into the wall thing, and he was still alive, and then Dabi looked at his hand and was like almost frozen.
Yeah, neutralized. I was like, that's sick. Well, he's doing exactly what his dad wanted his body to do overall, but he's using it against other people. Like, which is incredibly cool. It's remember, he's able to balance out the heat and the cold and make it so his body, like, this attack can just, like, pretty much just neutralize everything in front of him. Yeah. And that's kind of what his dad wanted.
Do you think, even if Endeavor had, like, the mental block to be able to fight Dabi, do you think he could beat Dabi? Because Dabi, like, was going... They even mentioned the episode... They mentioned the episode that he was sloppier than Endeavor. Yes. But they did mention that his fire was hotter.
It depends, because it's a battle of... Endeavor's just doing a battle of attrition at that point. Dabi's body was falling apart.
Yeah, it was falling
apart. So, I think if this was like, if Dobby's body wasn't, if he had some regeneration quirk, then I think he'd win.
Yeah.
I think just
Otherwise,
based
no.
on firepower, I think he could do it.
I did like that part
tight.
too, where he just was watching like pretty much YouTube videos and
Yeah,
learning all of
it's
Deborah's
like I'm
moves.
self-taught sort of situation.
cool.
Yeah,
That
I
was
loved how
cool.
I loved how they did this fight when he did that spider web one. It was way cooler than Endeavor's version, which is
was
this
way cool.
chaotic, weird thing.
I was also glad in this episode they didn't pull away from the fight.
Me too.
Like
I
every
thought
once in a while,
it was
there was like a flashback to
Whatever,
like
yeah.
him training or something like that. But like it didn't cut to any other fights, and I was and I loved like the "we did it" like moment and like telling him. I was like, yeah.
I enjoyed really. I loved when he does his move too. Like half his head becomes like ice, and the other half is like normal fire and all that stuff. It's really cool.
Dobby also looked really cool.
Dobby looked awesome. His character design was insane.
Yeah, they went hardcore.
They had the burning flame in his mouth and all that stuff. Oh, it was so cool. Yeah, this episode takes the cake for. It's really good. It's not my episode of the week, obviously, but it was a great.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those like if we didn't have other great anime stacking up against it, it'd just be like, I think we need to start something on this podcast. Everyone hate on My Hero Academia, you fools,
including me. Hating on it now?
Yeah, hating on it now.
Oh, hating on it now, you're fools.
Yeah, but you weren't hating on My Hero Academia for like the reason other people were. Like you were just like that was a bad season. Which also all these people who hate on My Hero Academia love freaking General Criminal.
Yeah,
So
so
that
automatically, if someone likes that, you already know you shouldn't be around them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just ostracize them.
Yeah, Deku's a great main character. He's awesome.
Yeah.
The show's great.
It is it's a fantastic show, and
it really is.
The payout. I was really happy with how fast this payout happened. Mm-hmm. Like it feels like the final arcs of the show finally, because like stuff like this can this shit, like in normal anime, this would have been like a 5-episode cutaway.
Oh,
thing.
you're totally
and
right.
They cleared up this whole massive multi-season storyline.
You're right.
In a 23-minute
and
episode.
Very well.
Very, very well.
I mean, very well. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, no, we love One Piece to death, but One Piece this would have been like half a season.
Yep, facts. Dude, reading through that, I picked up the first 3 volumes of One Piece manga just as like an homage to it, because I felt like I need to have something like this, because I love that show. Reading through those panels, they milk the crap out of those pages. Like,
oh no, yeah, One Piece.
It's
One
insane.
Piece. The show and the manga is the same.
What do you mean?
Like the pacing is the same.
No, the manga's faster.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. The manga's way faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going through reading some of this, and it's like, oh my god, they're already here, and they're already here, and they're already here.
Well, but that is true. I can think of like any anime and any manga.
Facts.
Because
fair. That's a fair point.
I will say One Piece is slower. I looked it up. It's like one time. It was like, so a traditional anime episode is 2 to 3 chapters of a manga. So
okay. All right. Fair enough.
One Piece is 1.5.
Okay.
So it is slower.
Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is slower, but all manga is going to be faster because think about it. It's just like it's just that one chapter.
I guess that's
so
true.
they have to do multiple chapters in an episode.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
But One Piece is slower still though.
Mm-hmm.
It is slower still. Which I agree. The pacing in One Piece isn't good. We all can agree upon that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
No, because that's amazing.
I watched this one, once again, another anime convention thing, and this guy's like, what's wrong with One Piece? And all these people are like, pacing, blah, 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 blah. One guy, there's only 2 points that I liked. One guy was like, no one ever dies. People do die. Yeah, people have died in the show.
Yes, they
But
have.
like,
Not
that
enough.
Hawk guy survived in Alabasta. That was stupid.
Yeah, it was
Everyone
dumb,
hates that.
Yeah.
And like, it's like Whitebeard, decided to die.
True. Yeah.
Ace died because he's an idiot.
Kinemon should have died.
Oh my god.
The other Whitebeard guy, what's their name? Sister. His sister? Whatever the fuck it was. The Whitebeard pirate, he died.
And instead we lost an awesome gun dude.
I know.
Who at first I was like, dude, you have to use guns, that's dumb as hell.
Yeah.
And then I was like, once again, great writing by One Piece. At one I was like, he's so cool.
He was so cool. He was so cool.
And then there was other people that have died, but like most of the people that have died were like on death's door already.
Yeah.
So like, but anyways, that was point. And then the other point, I loved it. The guy goes, what's the biggest problem with One Piece? And he's like, the biggest problem with One Piece is that if you think it's bad because of pacing because you haven't watched it, and you're a fool.
Oh, fair enough.
I was like, yeah,
fair enough. Yeah.
No, One Piece is the GOAT. You're wrong if you don't think it is.
Yeah.
But anyways,
agree, yeah.
My Hero is great. Let's move on to.
We really want to get to the One Piece part of this episode.
We always do.
I know. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I think there's like been multiple episodes like we're never on One Piece, so here's another 20 minutes of the episode.
Yeah.
which we're gonna have a lot to talk about in this episode.
Oh yeah.
But let's move off of One Hero because we've been talking about it for like 15 minutes.
Deserves it.
That is deserved. But let's move on to Kaiju number 8.
Yeah. This is a great episode. This was spectacular in every single way. I loved every second of it. I love his division. I love his vice captain. I love his captain. I love his best buddy. Everything about this was spectacular. The only guy I don't like right now is the lead general, and maybe he's cool in the long run. Who knows? But he's probably not.
Yeah, I totally don't like him, but
he is. The fact that oh god, her main character's body was reacting to him like he was a Dai Kaiju.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
cool.
holy moly.
Yeah, that was cool.
We got a lot of really interesting stuff this episode.
Before we get into the fight, I just want to talk. One thing I love in this, thank you for doing this, Kaiju number 8. It's so needed. Is we didn't have to watch an entire episode of like the division being like, well, maybe. Dude.
Yeah.
They just automatically were just like, Kafka's awesome.
Yep.
And we understand he's a super nice guy.
Yeah.
So like.
Kafka Hibino. There we go. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, Kafka Hibino.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they called him Hibino this entire episode.
I know,
But they're like, he's awesome. We know he's super cool. And all the evidence we've seen, he's just saved all of us. Because they've all seen Kaiju number 8 before.
Yeah.
I did like the vice captain being like, this is a bunch of bullshit. He fucking held back on me. Like
that was good. It's like,
he's like
I really want to fight him now. What the heck? Hey.
But really the most like, yeah, one thing that got me super mad was when whatever blonde hair girl with an axe comes in and she's like, Dad, Captain, whatever freaking his name is, I can't remember. She's like, it's like Akiyami or whatever.
It's super long.
Yeah, but she's like giving her a chance. She's like, look at this X-ray. He's got a core pretending to be a heart. Clearly he's a kaiju. And I'm like, this man is 32 years old. You telling me we have no medical records of his past?
I know.
That you couldn't be like, hey, look, he used to have a heart.
Human?
Yeah, what happened?
So dumb. Also, this is so stupid. He can turn his whole body into a kaiju. You're really that concerned that he has a kaiju piece in his body? You're really concerned instead of a heart. You're not. It's. I understand what the guy is trying to say, but it's a bad argument in this case because like the dude transforms into a whole kaiju.
Yeah.
Like
I will say I actually agree with this point. Is Kafka, you're no longer a human.
Yeah.
You're a mix. Yeah. I don't think you're a 100% kaiju. Well, right now you are.
Yeah.
But you're a mix. You're not 100% human. It's just you're not anymore. Like that's just how it works. But when he's like, I'm human, and the guy just like shoots him and he blocks it, and he's like, no human can block bullets. They're bare skin. I was like, he's got you there, Kafka. I was like,
he's got you
there. He's got you there.
He does have you. Yeah. And then activating when they put on his gauntlets. First off, awesome. I love gauntlets as a weapon.
They're
so
sick.
cool. I just when he put them on, I'm like, oh, these kind of look like these don't look as cool as the other weapons we've seen. And then they were cooler than the weapons we've seen.
They were the coolest
Awesome.
version. Once an axe, so far we've seen an axe, those cool dual blades the vice captain has, and a big freaking like cannon
gun.
And then this guy's just literally out here looking like an absolute badass mofo.
Oh, it was sick when the hand came down too. I was like, this guy is strong as a kaiju, and it just shows kaiju number 2's face around it.
I was very surprised about the size of kaiju number 2.
Yeah, me too. But it kind of makes sense.
No, it totally makes sense.
Yeah, because like early on too, it's like the biggest would have been the most dangerous ones, and in this case, it freaking was. The destructive power on it is like unrivaled.
The fight animation was incredible.
I love the entire time that Kafka's just dodging.
Yes.
Like the entire time.
Yeah, he's just trying to dodge. And first of all, getting absolutely destroyed pretty much. I am very interested to see what's going to happen. Because when he blocked it in the kaiju form, I was like, nice! And then like he started reacting kind of funny. I was like, no!
Yeah.
I was mad that little bug came at him. It was like,
well, yeah, because my running theory now is that whatever that kaiju in there is in him is like, it's like, it either hates other kaiju or it's just designed to kill kaiju. Because like
because it's reacting to
another kaiju and it wants him to destroy it.
Oh, maybe. You might be totally right.
So I think that might be it. And like Kafka that day was part of trying to kill. So okay, sorry. The day this thing took over him or entered his body, penetrated him, violated him. He was
non-sensual.
He was part of like he did the majority of the fighting against that tick kaiju thing. Yeah. So like it might have just seen him like you're a good candidate for killing kaiju, sort of thing. And like,
yeah.
could have heard him saying like, I want to kill kaiju. And
that
all
also
jazz.
would be a really, really, at that point you're making is would be a really good, like, because it seems like it's just like kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
Kill, kill, kill. But shout out Thunder Caller Car. It might just be,
This might be the anti-kaiju.
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
It'd be sick,
I
yeah.
would be a big fan of it, because that makes sense.
It does.
Because it hasn't done anything like this since.
No, it hasn't, because Koff has been killing kaiju.
Yeah.
And this whole time, he's just been running from this one. Which he can't be. I do like this cool little mental thing he's got going on in here, though, too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
I also really give the director great credit for this, because the entire episode, I'm like, dude, you could break out of these binds, no problem. Yeah. And then he literally is like, release the binds, and everyone's like, oh, and he's like, if he is actually Kaiju No.8, he can break these anytime he wants.
Exactly, yeah.
And I was
he's here because he wants to be.
Yeah,
fair,
it's that
fair,
classic
fair.
Superman, Man of Steel. It's like, he's just here because he's just
he feels like it. That was sick. That was this whole fight. I can't wait for next episode.
Kaiju No.8, phenomenal.
Yes,
great episode.
That animation when he transformed at the end was nuts.
Multiple aspects of the animation.
Yeah, true.
Crazy. I guess the Black Clover director directed it, and as it shows, because Black Clover has phenomenal fights.
True.
I will say, I saw this thing. I should have said it to you. There's these two guys on a podcast, black guys. Well, it's important for what I'm about to say.
Okay, all right, okay.
And they were like, if there was a group of the best black superheroes versus the best white superheroes, who would win? And they were like,
whoa, like DC versus Marvel? What's the grouping here? Any superheroes?
So, yeah,
just making two random teams?
Yeah, but white versus black.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The one, and like, the teams they had were Captain America, Iron Man, Batman, and I can't remember the other person. They didn't put Superman, which I was like, yeah. And then the black team was Miles Morales, Jon Stewart. Thor was on the white team. Miles Morales, Jon Stewart, Storm, and oh man, I can't remember the fourth. Miles Morales, Storm. I can't remember. Regardless, it was stupid. The one guy was being super realistic about it.
Yeah.
And the other guy was like, you're not repping the black community, blah blah. And the one guy's like, but dude, like, Batman's gonna beat all.
Facts. That's facts.
Yeah. And he's like, Tony Stark's gonna, they're like, Captain America is getting wiped.
100%. Why is he even on that team?
Also, not nerdy enough. They're like, they downplayed Jon Stewart so hard. They did.
That's a Green Lantern. Yeah. That's why I was like, that's confused me. It's like when we went through the white team, it was like, and none of like, there wasn't Guy Gardner, there wasn't Hal Jordan, it wasn't Kyle Rayner. It's like
top white superhero team would be Superman, Hal Jordan, Batman, Wally West.
Yeah, sure, he's the fastest Flash.
You need that. That would be a good ad.
That'd be good.
Iron Man would be pretty good though.
Iron Man would be sick,
but that'd be too.
Like I just named so many DC ones.
But that would be they're stronger. But
yeah.
No, Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. What is Nabu's
I wouldn't
race,
say Dr. Fate. He's not white.
The guy under the mask is,
but
I know. I agree with you. He's a cosmic being. But
if you have Batman, you don't need Iron Man.
Yeah, you talk instead of. I mean, yeah, sure. Instead of Dr. Fate, you can talk Doctor Strange down there.
Okay, that would be
your magic user.
Yeah, that would be a good mix.
Like, I feel like this didn't do the black side well either. Like, because we have Jon Stewart, good.
Jon Stewart's good.
Yeah.
Miles Morales isn't bad.
He's a good Spider-Man. I think it's fine. I just feel like he's gonna get bodied so fast. Let me think. I don't know. Like Icon is like a Superman level.
Storm is good though.
Storm is great.
Storm's
a sick. She's got so much power. She's like one of. She's like.
So Jon Stewart, Storm. What's the guy who's almost as smart as Batman?
Would we consider? No, he's a alien. We can't say that.
Was that who I'm talking about?
Oh no, I'm thinking about Martian Manhunter.
No. Who's the guy who's like almost as smart as Batman?
Almost as smart as Batman?
Yeah.
I don't know. Lex Luthor?
No.
Let
me see. Okay, the Joker is definitely not.
Cyborg could probably be on that team. You don't think? I think they made him stronger in more recent iterations. I think.
It's not Mr. Terrific.
I don't know. I think I want. Icon is pretty strong. But he's technically an alien.
This list is the dumbest list ever. I typed in the smartest DC characters, and they put Lex Luthor first, and Batman's number 10. That's just wrong.
Okie. Fun.
Oh, they had Black Panther. That's what they had.
Of course, he has to be on there every time.
I don't know. I don't even know if he belongs on there. Okay, so wait on. We have a totally different podcast going right now, but it's fine. Okay, so we have Jon Stewart, Storm. Here's other options. Luke Cage. I don't
No,
think,
nah,
Luke Cage
too
is
weak,
not enough.
too weak.
Static
Relatively.
Shock actually wouldn't be terrible.
I wouldn't. If we put, I mean, like, if Iron Man's on the other team, Static Shock's perfect.
You might be right with Cyborg.
I'm not trying to, like, Cyborg is pretty strong. Like, they made him pretty strong in recent iterations.
Blade would be terrible.
Horrible. There's no vampires on their side. Superman would body him. If Superman did a solar flare, but no, Blade's a daywalker. He's fine.
I think you might be right. I think you're right with Cyborg.
Cyborg. I think
was
Cyborg's
right.
a solid choice there. Put on there. I just don't know. I don't know any more black. I gotta give me some more black superheroes that aren't. They don't. Marvel superheroes are already not strong.
Sadly, there's not that many.
Really?
Yeah,
No, I
not
feel
well,
like there's
obviously
more.
Miles Morales Warren. But Miles Morales honestly is not a bad choice.
It's not a bad choice. He's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's strong.
Spider-Man's strong as hell. Yeah, Luke Cage is like not strong enough. Okay.
No, absolutely not.
I mean, Static Shock is not.
I'd be fine with Static on there. Static's pretty sick. And older Static is wicked strong.
They do have a Captain Marvel too, which isn't terrible.
No, that could help out a lot. That could help out a lot too.
Regardless, the whole thing that made me mad is that Superman wasn't on the one side, and I was
Yeah,
like,
it's like,
Superman
why?
would body
He's the strongest.
Spawn. That's not bad.
That's not bad. Spawn's pretty fucking.
It's technically
pretty,
also Hancock. He's a superhero.
Hancock. Oh yeah,
He's a superhero.
That'd be pretty good. That'd be a solid one. Is he DC's? Oh no, it's superhero. Yeah,
He's
it's
just a
open. It's
superhero,
wide. It's
yeah.
open. That'd be pretty solid. I think that team could do it.
They could have beat.
Yeah, I think they did that. I feel like the team that those guys made, they did them dirty.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
And also, regardless, like,
both sides.
They're not beating Superman and Batman. It's just
No,
not.
sure,
It's just
that's-
not
that's how-
happening.
yeah, you can't-
It's
sorry,
just
you
not
can't- yeah, you
happening.
can't do it, yeah.
Because even if like you had like Jon Stewart as a Green, first of all, if the list we made was Hal Jordan, Superman, Batman, we'll say Wally West. Jon
Already
Stewart,
done.
you're not beating Hal Jordan.
Sorry,
One,
yeah, no.
so that's gone, and
Yeah.
Superman's body and the rest of them.
Yeah, that's fact.
Batman doesn't even have a plan.
I mean, sure.
He
Just like,
doesn't even.
my plan is to let you guys do your
Yeah,
thing.
he doesn't even need that. But anyways, let's move on to anime.
Anime again.
Okay, let's move on to Demon Slayer arc.
Hashira Training arc.
Yeah. I'm gonna start with this one. Another, next episode is the final episode, and they literally said that in the preview. I will say this. I love the Stone Hashira.
He's awesome.
He's incredible.
He is.
His backstory, the second
Yeah.
it started, I was
Yep.
like,
Yep.
fuck that goddamn kid.
That kid sucks.
That
They
kid is the
gave
worst.
him. I was wondering why they gave him so much detail too. It's like, oh, have we seen him before somewhere? Maybe it's like, no, he's just the traitor. He's the Judas of the group. And what a piece of garbage.
Report.
You're gonna lead. Oh, the fact that like, what annoys me is that Demon finds the kid. Kid promises all these like fresh little baby souls for him. Is pretty much. Kid gets back to the shrine and takes down the one protection that
I
he
know.
had
He could've
against
just
him. They could just
stayed
sit there. It's
in-
like, hey, I got wisteria,
Yeah.
and just wait till the sun came up,
I know.
and then tell everyone to move.
Yeah, he could have done that. I didn't even think about that.
He actively fucked them.
Yeah, he really
and then we
did.
don't know what happened to him, so he might be a demon.
He might be. I hope he is, just so we can watch him die.
Yeah,
'Cause
I want Sony Shira to rip him to shreds.
I hate that kid.
Uh-huh.
Two, man, first of all, Stone Hashira, I was like, please tell me he's blind. Because
Yeah, I think it's weird.
his younger self, I was like, you look really creepy. But then he's like, I'm blind. Which, obviously, I was thinking about it, is the most ridiculous, like, anime trope. Is like, not anime trope, but any hero trope was like, when they're blind, but they can see perfectly fine.
See better than regular people.
However, it's super cool.
It's awesome. It's a great trope.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
I'm not fighting it.
I'm totally down with it.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
got 10 times stronger right there.
But the one thing is when the little girl, Soya, I actually remembered her name,
That's funny. Yeah.
is because she was so cute and adorable. I felt so bad.
felt
She was the only one who had faith in him.
horrible.
And then when she was like, she blamed him, I was like, what? And then he explained why she blamed him, and I was like, that makes so much
It
sense.
makes so much
I
sense.
hope to God. I don't know where the show's going. We got the 3 movies. It's not good. I don't even care anymore. I don't care about Muzan. Just I hope she comes back around and she can be like, I forgive you.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh,
That'd be so good.
dude, that guy is so strong.
He's
he beat a
awesome.
demon's face in so it couldn't keep regenerating
As
till
a-
the sun came up.
Exactly. As a regular human. He
He's-
had to use breathing techniques.
The Stone Hashira shined in this episode.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you moved up the ranks high with me. You might be third.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say that. So what, we got Rengoku at the top.
I'm going to go get top.
And then we got Flashy at the second.
Flash you a second.
And then, okay. I'm going to say this right now.
I know you love the mist.
Miss is awesome. I'm not going to rank him. Miss is awesome. I'm not ranking him top 3 right now.
Oh, okay.
He's number 4, like solidly for me though.
Giyu.
No. If when we see this Stone Hashira fight, if it's insane and if he helps out our boy Tanjiro, I'm bumping him to 2. I think he has the base for like the foundation is there. So I think he could easily be there. Yeah.
That's on top of not only his backstory being the best Hashira backstory there was, because like Rengoku's obviously, you know, his dad's a dick. Uzi's was like he was like in a desperate ninja village. We got 3 wives out of, so I don't even want to hear it. Uzi, you're living the best life.
Yeah, good idea.
The Miss Hashira, that sucks. Your brother was killed by a demon.
Brother was killed, but you also went into a rage mode and killed everything.
When Hashira, your mom was a demon, that blows. Love Hashira.
You had a great life.
Yeah, that wasn't really that bad. This guy's literally horrible.
Awful.
Just being a great... I know he's like Buddhist in the show, but he's Christian in my mind. Like... Great religious person who's just like, I'm taking these orphans and probably a bad location to be in, but whatever.
Yeah, probably. He's living in poverty though. Like that shack. You live in a
whatever
shack.
You can
get.
Yeah,
exactly.
And then after he tells the backstory and everything, he just tells Tanjiro, I respect you so much. You are amazing. And I was like, God.
It was awesome.
I was like, this guy, just the way they performed it before, I was like, this guy's going to be kind of weird and dumb.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy's... And... This guy's man. But I was going to say. And when they showed him the jail cell, and that's when you first see his tears
crying.
I was like, oh my God.
That's why he just sad because that little girl was so scared of him. It was...
They better bring her back.
They better do it. Yeah, they better.
Bring her back.
What also was amazing about this, too, what makes him amazing, is that, like, he just created another way for Tanjiro to shine. Because he acknowledged Tanjiro, and that was a test. And then Tanjiro passed that test with flying colors to show that he is the best boy ever.
He is the best boy
it's
ever.
Amazing. Yes, everything. I know we complained about it too. Because like this episode was called the Stone Hashira or whatever it was.
I didn't think it'd be this good.
Exactly. That's what we thought though. We thought it was gonna suck, and it was spectacular. It was good.
There are times.
This is the best episode this season so far.
There are times where, I would agree with you on that. 100%. There are times where I wish, doing the podcast, I wish we just had cameras on ourselves when we were watching these things. I was on the bike watching it. But he's like, I took a bunch of orphans, and it shows them in their shack. I just went, oh no! Out loud, I went, oh no!
They're all dead.
I was like, and then the little girl was like, teacher, take my fish. I was like, stop!
Don't do this.
Stop!
Don't do this.
Why are you doing this to me?
Cut away.
They nailed that girl. I was like, oh my God. I was like, you're like second place to Anya right now.
Yeah, exactly. She was adorable.
You were adorable.
She was adorable.
Thank God she did not die.
Yeah.
Thank God.
The only one, yeah.
All the other kids I felt so bad for.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck that kid. I hope he comes back, and I hope he's a demon. I wouldn't think of that.
Yeah.
I hope he's a goddamn demon,
yeah.
And I hope Tanjiro cuts his goddamn neck off.
No, I hope the Stone Hashira does it. I hope he gives him release.
No, I want
Tanjiro to do it.
The only reason I want Tanjiro to do it is just like Tanjiro, I want him to do it and yell out in the name of the Stone Hashira.
Nah, that'd be fun. That'd be sick.
To show how great the Stone Hashira was, that he
sick,
trained, like, you could have stayed underneath him, you could have been a good person.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he wasn't Hashira at the time. Regardless. Man,
he was a good person at the time still, though.
Yeah.
Like, you could have followed in his footsteps.
Oh, yeah, he was a great dude.
He was awesome, yeah.
He was a great dude. Looked like an absolute creep with his eyes, but...
Yeah.
But
he's blind, so it's whatever.
Totally fine.
He's got a disability.
That was a huge part of the episode, and a phenomenal part of the episode.
Yeah. Before we get into the bad stuff.
The rest of the episode was hilarious.
It was. Inosuke's amazing.
Inosuke's... I hate, though, that Inosuke and Zenitsu... We'll get into Zenitsu in a second, which I'm very intrigued.
Yeah.
That Inosuke and Zenitsu have not pushed the boulder enough, because I'm like...
Don't split them up.
Why are we splitting
Don't split them up.
Stop splitting up. They're gonna get bad stuff. Like the final episode is called Hashira's Unite. So
yeah, so they all have to come together.
Yeah.
Right? I think Inosuke and Giyu are not Giyu, Genya are a spectacular combo. So far, Genya has fit in amazingly with the trio because he punched Zenitsu in the face. And then he has gone to a full-on fight with Inosuke, who had the best line this entire episode. You can't use breathing techniques? What a loser! I was like, I love Inosuke. Oh, he's my favorite. Yeah, he's my favorite. Tanjiro's a top character.
I love that. Inosuke, when he was like, no, I gotta push the goal. He's like, tempura. That's when he did it.
Yeah.
Also, when Tanjiro was pushing the boulder, he's like, don't use your arms like we thought it would. Use your legs. I'm like, how else would you push it?
I don't know. Well, once again, Demon Slayer is just like, Do a regular function.
Also,
breathe.
I would like to see the Stone Hashira's workout because he got
huge. He was already strong before that.
Yeah, you're right. I was really thinking about that. You are absolutely right. If he fights and it's epic as shit,
awesome.
He's gonna move up.
Yeah, facts.
I love Uzi to death, but man, Stone Hashira is still great. Zenitsu, I'm
that clap parallel in his backstory with what happened. Oh, so cool. Continue on though.
Zenitsu, very interested to see what's going on with him. Because I don't know why his forehead is bleeding, but he's probably smashing against a rock or something like that. I do know, semi-spoiler, that he is in the Infinity Castle before the rest of them.
Interesting.
So I don't know if they took somebody important.
Maybe it's possible. That'd be interesting. That'd be kind of cool to see.
Also, I love Zenitsu's. Everyone else has crows or ravens or whatever. Yeah. He just has like a sparrow.
Yeah, for some reason.
I love it.
For some reason, makes no sense, but I love it. It's spectacular. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I wonder if it has something to do with his master or something like that.
I don't know. We'll find out. It is interesting. I will say this: Tanjiro, you're dropping the ball on this one. He's like, well, if everything's fine. I was like, he's acting completely different,
completely wrong. And this is like one of those cries for help. They gotta like look at your buddy and say, "Hey, how you doing, guy?" After you've helped everyone else in the show, like. Help out your lightning buddy.
Also, great part of the episode was Giyu,
yeah.
And
the Wind Hashira.
First of all,
awesome.
Great animation, finally.
Awesome.
Thank
finally,
you.
Yeah.
Tanjiro just being, you're really into red mochi or whatever, and Giyu's just like.
I don't know why he's so mad about that, but it's amazing.
I don't know, it's hilarious.
Yeah. I love Tanjiro, how Tanjiro and Giyu have the same dumb person face when they're doing dumb things. Like,
yeah, it's great.
Oh, but you weren't fighting to the death. You had stone swords. That makes wood swords. That makes sense now. It's like Tanjiro.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought when he was like, I thought you were fighting to the death. I was like, dude, they had wooden swords.
Like,
I will say this also though, when they start, cool fight. When they start with wooden swords, I was like, really? Just like 2 episodes ago, you guys were fighting with steel swords.
I know.
Maybe Giyu like no chance.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, probably. So, whatever.
That was cool.
That was good.
Cool,
and the red milky thing was fun. And then. Oh, when he caught the eyeball.
That was sick.
I wasn't even expecting it to. He just spins around and catches it so fast. I was like...
I liked his line, too. He's like, we've been infiltrated.
Yeah, that was good.
A cool line.
And then, before we get into this, so the episode's still good. We haven't hit the credits yet. That whole Muzan walking scene when he pushes the door open.
The first
it was spectacular. Cool. It was actually, like, I thought it was really just cool. In terms of, I don't want to be a nerd about this, cinematography. It was shot perfectly well. And I loved it.
I 100% agree with you.
And I wish they fucking ended the show there.
Yep. And then we had to watch 5 minutes almost.
Yep.
Of Muzan just walking super slow. Once again, all the shots, every single shot is incredible.
Yes.
But who cares?
I don't care. I imagine what that was. It was either like a panel or 2 of him walking through in the manga, walking through the mansion there, and they decided to milk it for 5 minutes, as they've been doing in the show.
So dumb.
Horrible.
It was so
I was
dumb.
like, when it picked back up and he was still walking slow, and I was like, okay, nice. And then when he was walking on like stones, I was like, okay, all right, he's getting somewhere. He's going somewhere. And then he got to the bridge and he's still walking slow. I was like, get there. You can move at lightning fast speed.
It was super dumb. It was like supposed to be dramatic. And like when he first came in, like you said, it was very dramatic. And as it went on, I was like, "This is." And then pretty much it's just like he's like Ubi Yakishi or whatever, and the guy's like Muzan, whatever his last name is, and then they're like, "That's it."
Yeah,
and I was like, also, dude, honestly, Muzan killing the master is not going to do anything.
He's already dead.
I will say, I just want to go through my brain thought process on this one. When that first happened, I was like, "This is dumb." Like. Why was Muzan could have just done this the entire time? Why did he do it? But then it makes so much sense is that like the only reason he's there is because like why would he go there? He doesn't need to, because like Muzan can't beat all the Hashira.
I don't know, man.
No, there's no way. It's impossible.
Okay.
The show wouldn't make sense if he could.
I guess.
Because how is Tanjiro beat him if like he can't take on all that? I don't think he can take on all the Hashira at once. I think if he has upper demons with him.
Okay.
Then he definitely could.
Okay.
But he can't take on all the Hashira at once because then if he can take on all the Hashira at once, Tanjiro beating him is dumb.
I guess so, unless Tanjiro becomes stronger than all that. That's kind of like the way the show's going, though.
He might become stronger than a Hashira.
I think the idea is he's gonna be stronger than all of them. He's gonna be
combined.
He's gonna be the strongest Hashira. Yeah.
Even if you're the strongest Hashira, you're not taking on all the Hashira.
It might.
No chance, dude.
You don't know what sun breathing can do.
There's no.
Sun breathing. I mean, okay. I don't disagree with you. Here's my only caveat to this argument right now is that sun breathing was developed to fight demons, and demons move at lightning fast speeds, do a million different things, and all the other forms were designed to fight demons as well. So I think that sun breathing might have a chance of beating the other forms.
But here's the point I'm making, though, is like, if you think Muzan could beat all the Hashira,
I understand what you're saying.
Why would he not have just gone in there and killed them?
That's an excellent point.
And that's why I think is because he couldn't, but now he has to, because they were like doing the eye thing, and then they got found out, and he's like, all right, I gotta go there.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go. We haven't found her yet. I gotta go and find her.
Yeah.
So that's why, at first I was like, it's dumb that he's like, why didn't you just do this before? Then I was like, because he could have killed this master a million times over. Before.
Well, no, he was, last episode he was still looking for where he was.
Yeah, but he knew where that place was. He could have just went in there. And, if he
You're not totally
if
wrong.
If he could have bodied everyone in there, he could have just went in there and bodied everyone.
You're not wrong. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Because no one had sun breathing there or anything.
Also, it's one of those things, unless he's immune to it, why is that place not covered in wisteria?
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, it's like...
He might be immune.
He might be immune to it. It's
but
possible.
Not every demon is.
Yeah, which like makes me think that he's not. Like, they have his weaknesses. Like, that's like what's the given is.
It's a plot hole.
It is. That's kind of where the show's going.
All right. That was Demon Slayer.
It was a good, minus that last 5 minutes, it was a great episode of Demon Slayer.
So not sure, you rule. Okay, let's move on to One Piece.
Yes, the Egghead arc.
Spoiler alert. All right. This is my episode of the week for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
One Piece animation is S tier. It's the best animation right now. It is Jujutsu Kaisen every episode.
Yep.
That S-Hawk fight was insane. Yeah. When S-Hawk did that move where he just spun around 3 times and just
did that thing with his arms, I was like,
what the hell?
When he just turns his hands into knife claws and just doing the in air blades at everyone, I was like, oh my goodness, we are so blessed with this right now.
Animation insane. Fight was insane. Gear 4 Luffy.
Oh, I was that to come back.
And Shanks, Captain Kidd, what the? We've seen now why Captain Kidd's arm is gone.
Yeah, he lost it in some Shanks pirates.
Benny,
but not the
Benny. I can't remember the guy's last name.
Okay.
It's Shanks Zoro.
It's what?
Shanks Zoro.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, cool. That's awesome.
It's his second command.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
Took his arm off.
No, that was amazing. Before we even get all that, So the S-Hawk fight. Let's just go down and work. It was amazing right down to the bottom. The S-Hawk fight, spectacular. I liked how once again the entire time. One thing this episode did improve that S-Hawk was in any way stronger than Zoro or Luffy or that any of the Seraphim are. It was just that Luffy and Zoro were just trying to keep Lucci and Giraffe Boy alive. That entire scene where Zoro was just spinning Giraffe Boy around, I was dying laughing.
It was so hilarious,
good.
But also just
I want him to be unleashed so bad.
I know, but it was so cool.
Yeah.
The animation was so
It was spectacular.
Good. Dude, I was just I was creaming my jeans, man. I was like, this is the thing. Now I understand why they have recap episodes, because the animators got but this is the thing, this is just a weekly thing for One Piece at this point. Which is the most beautiful, amazing animation of just oh my god.
It's so nice. Died laughing when Luffy when Zoro asked, hey, where'd you put Rob Lucci? It's over there. It's but that was a great episode.
It was a great episode.
No, sorry. Great scene. And then, of course, we had Esper do the Ursa impact, or whatever it's called. Awesome. Once again, to see.
Super
loved
cool.
it. But I think they're going to try and do it. It's going to be so annoying. They're going to try and make Rob Lucci likable.
He's definitely likable. I do love Luffy goated him and was like, don't kill me.
But you see what they're doing though. They're making him a regular One Piece dork. That's what a regular One Piece dork would do.
I will say, as always, if Rob Lucci comes around, if Rob Lucci comes around and goes, you know what, Luffy, you are stronger than me. I respect you. I'm like, all right, you get in my book.
Yeah,
that's all it takes.
Much,
If he does do that, I don't know if he's gonna. I will say this. This did make me super mad. When they hit Esper with that attack, when Luffy's in Gear 4 and Rob Lucci was waiting for him, I was like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It was pretty cool. Yeah. And even Giraffe Boy, which they didn't make a giraffe because they knew.
Yeah, they knew it.
They knew. With his thing with Zoro, I was like, that was pretty cool, dude. I was like, damn it.
No, they're doing it to us.
I was like, they got me. They didn't make him a giraffe, dude. They knew.
They know.
When Luffy and they he said gun, he said pistol, and they've hit Esper. I was like, Damn, that was awesome.
And in the span of literally 30, 2 minutes, they started doing. They laid the foundation to do this. Now it's like, oh, come on. Give us one villain that we can just constantly hate,
if
please.
Rob Lucci does go,
I know.
ends up respecting Luffy, I'm gonna be like, if anyone who listens to the podcast, you know how much we hate Rob Lucci.
He's horrible.
He's horrible. He's such a smug F word. We've already sworn a lot from the podcast, so I'm just trying to slow it down. I have sworn a lot on the podcast. I'm just trying to slow it down. But he's so smug and awful. But if he respects Luffy, you know it's our trump card. You know it's our trump card.
It really is.
It's our trump card.
Forever and always.
Because if he respects Luffy, he's not gonna be CP0 anymore.
Facts. That's true. That's I did love the goad that Luffy did. It's like, no. Yeah, yeah. You know that you can't beat me.
Yeah.
Much. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm totally beat you.
That's totally me. You already lost once, but okay.
I did like
you actually already lost twice, but okay.
Yeah, and easily the second time.
Yeah.
I did love when Zoro was like, he fell for that.
I know. That was pretty good.
I will say, I had this whole thing. If you watch the opening, it does seem like Shaka's involved with it, but like this episode didn't really seem like he was. So.
I don't know. We'll see about that. I don't know what's going on with
One
Shaka.
Piece is such a well-written show that you don't know.
And Shaka only wants Stella to be kept alive, which I understand how that matters because like everything else is satellites. So if you keep Stella,
I think if Stella dies, they all die.
It could be something like that. Yeah.
I think it does.
And then if they live, then none of their lives matter really. Like in essence.
Before we get into the Shanks thing, I just want to point out.
I have two more things. Okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Edison's the man.
Damn it! That was what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Edison's so cool. I love Edison. And in this situation, we run away.
I love Edison. Did you see the preview for next episode?
He's in it. I know.
Yeah, he gets destroyed.
He gets messed up.
No, Edison, our boy.
Oh, I love Edison.
I love that. Yeah,
messed up Lilith first.
It was like literally like a 2-minute sequence of him being like, "All right, what do I do?" He's like, "I'll figure it out because I'm a genius." He's like, "In this situation, I figured it exactly out." He's like, "We run."
That was amazing.
Ah, man.
Oh.
Yeah, they have no chance against it. Nami and Brooke have no chance against
S-Shark.
S-Shark, no chance.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It does seem like her staff's coming in big next episode, which...
And, like, I don't know. Actually, I don't know if I agree with that. Brooke has shown up quite a bit.
He did fight big.
And, like, I think he could. I mean, I don't know if they can win, but I don't think it's going to be... I don't think S-Shark's just going to roll over him.
No, I don't think so.
Because I think like even last season when he froze the scenes like he freezes over hell or something like that. Brooke is like you can't sleep on him. He has a good swordsman.
He fought Big Mom.
He fought Big Mom. Yeah,
he didn't lose, but he did fight her.
He fought
that was in Whole Cake. So
yeah,
he's gotten stronger
a hot
since.
second ago. Yeah. So I don't know if it's I don't think they can beat S-Shark, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be a coin flip. Honestly,
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. So that was good. All right. I think that's everything that happened on Egghead.
I just want to point this out too. Is I'm interested to see because in the preview, half of Frankie gets turned into stone. Very interested to see what that's about.
Yeah, that's weird.
I wonder if that'd be really. I don't think this is what it is, but really cool if they're like kind of like Devil Fruit's kind of like F up.
That'd be kind of fun.
That is by far the worst group ever.
Oh yeah.
Usopp.
Oh, yeah.
Lilith with her bubble gun, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
And Frankie, you're falling hard on me.
Yeah, you're really just not like showing up this season. It should have been your season. So maybe he's not going to have one. Maybe he'll just be that kind of character.
And now jumping to your point is, so this episode was already incredible.
Yep.
I literally texted, I have a Straw Hat group I'm in. I literally texted them immediately just during the animation of the Zoro S-Hawk fight. I was like, oh my god. Then it goes to Elbath.
Yep.
With Shanks.
Yep.
Elbath and Shanks. And I was like...
I know. Every part of me was like, yes, give it to me. Give it to me.
And then I was like, what's going on with this? And then they're like, I know it was in the opening, but I wasn't how much we're going to get out. And they're like, this kid's attacking us, blah, blah. And it's Captain Kidd. And Shanks is like, let's go fight. And I'm like, are we going to get to see Shanks fight?
That'd be sick.
Also, Captain Kidd, you're an idiot.
He's fucking dead. No one dies in One Piece. That's it. That's going to be his saving.
He's not dead.
He's going to get his ass kicked.
He's going to, definitely getting his ass kicked. You know what's so funny, though? Captain Kidd trying to fight Shanks. I'm like, you're the dumbest idiot ever. I'm like, what are you thinking? Luffy, if he was like, I'm going to fight Shanks, I'm like, it makes no sense. You got it, dude.
You got it. Yeah. I'm right. You got this, man. Don't sweat it. You got it.
When he was like, I'm going to take on Kaido, I was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If Captain Kid was like, I'm going to take on Kaido, I'm like, you're an idiot.
Yeah. No. I did, once again, I do love this worst generation. He was just like, he has the dumb Luffy resolve. It's like, if you lose, they're going to kill you this time. And Captain Kid's like, well, that's only if I lose, right? So let's go.
Yeah. Also, I was really thinking about it. Giving Killer the bad smile fruit. I mean, giving Killer the smile fruit and having him have that laugh. Totally great for his character.
Mm-hmm, it's really nice.
It fits Killer so hard.
I dig it. Yeah, I dig it a lot. And it gives him a little more depth.
Oh yeah. I like Captain Kid's crew. It's not as bad as Law's crew, specifically because of Killer. And I think he has like a few more players on it that we haven't really seen, but I think he will.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it when they were showing, which I can't wait. That's going to be an episode when we can see the backstory of how he lost his arm with Benny. It's like I can't remember.
I know you're talking because they went through. They showed first off when they did what they did with the warlords when they're doing the names. I was like, oh yeah.
And one of his crew members' names is Lime Juice.
I know.
I was like, what? One of them is just Monster. I was like, got real creative for that.
Yeah, killing it. You know what? He doesn't need it. He doesn't. He's cool enough.
But Benny is his Zoro, or whatever.
Yeah.
I literally was thinking we had an episode about we were talking about this one time, an episode. And I was like, they're like, he cut off Captain Kid's it looks like he cut off Captain Kid's arm because the one guy was like, oh, well, of course, Kid hates more people on the crew more. And, he looked at him.
But they said they weren't even I thought it said he lost his arm and they weren't even going against main crew members.
Well, literally the line is the guy says, he's like, well, Kid obviously hates certain people on the crew more. And then he looks at that Benny guy, and the Benny guy kind of makes a face. And then the next scene is Captain Kid's arm.
Oh, okay. I have really no idea. So.
I literally was like, I go, man, this guy must be so fucking badass. He's probably really cool. And then in my first thought, I was like, man, I really do like the second in command guys.
Yeah,
I was like, Killer's so cool, and you were like, you really like the second in command.
You like the vice captain so much.
Zoro's so cool. Killer's so cool. Killer is so cool.
Killer is the shit. Killer is awesome.
But all I know is that Captain Kid has no chance.
Facts.
I just want to see Shanks fight.
Yeah, me too. So badly. I want to see his crew fight. I want to see what the fat guy does.
Who knows? He's the only person on the crew that looks like he has a devil fruit. Doesn't, obviously.
Yeah.
But is the only one who... Maybe not, obviously. I don't know.
Who knows?
But he's the only one who looks like he does. Also, shut up. No one likes you.
Yeah, you're a bad dad.
Yeah, you're the worst.
You're literally just a bad dad.
Anytime he talks, I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, go away. Be quiet.
Usopp's a better sniper than you.
Facts, yeah. I mean, Luffy's whole crew is better than them.
Yeah, we don't know who the Soja King is, but we assume it's
That's true. I think he went back to Sniper Island.
Yeah, we assume it's Usopp, but we're not too sure.
We're not too sure. Can we really trust?
Also, how great is
we really trust what Doflamingo says? He's a terrorist.
Oh, those two giants showed back up.
That was awesome. That was sick. Yeah.
How dope does Elbath look?
Elbath,
beautiful
I
and
want
untouched.
to go to Elbath so bad.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so happy people are there right now.
Yeah, I know.
I want the Elbath arc to start so badly.
Literally, when it cut to Elbath, I was like, or cut to the next thing, I was like, they're like on some other island in the New World, and I was like, which it's now at the point in Egghead where I'm like, and then it showed Shanks. I was like, as all One Piece fans are, when Shanks shows up, we're like, what?
I did love the scene where it's the parallel with Luffy, and all the crew members are just joking around. It's like, hey, don't make too much fun of him. He might go do something crazy.
Yeah. Just like as long as I don't have a devil fruit hanging around.
Yeah, a legendary.
Interested to see that there's regular sized people in Elbath.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah. I don't know what that's about. I mean, it's a country game. It's not. It's not cut off to the world technically.
I did especially when they pointed out Kid was there, and it took him another 10 minutes to be like, this is Elbath, and I'm like, yeah, we know.
We got it, guys.
Yeah, we got
it. We got it.
But this episode was just crap on One Piece all you want. This episode was one of those episodes where you're like, I love this show.
It really is amazing.
Love this show.
It's truly the GOAT.
It's the GOAT.
Yeah.
Luffy, awesome episode. Zoro, awesome episode. Sanji was on the screen for 2 seconds.
Was great.
Jinbei didn't really do anything. But
awesome.
But he was awesome. Yeah. Chopper wasn't in it, which is a little disappointing.
It's a little sad.
But Edison is the Chopper.
He's a Chopper backup.
Yeah, and Edison is a man.
Edison rules.
Every time I'm like, I'm like, we were like, Shaka's the coolest. He's still the coolest, technically. But like, I'm always like, it's not even close. Shaka's the best. And then I was like, I mean, Edison's kind of cool. And we're both like, Edison's got. Now I'm like, Edison is the best.
Edison's awesome. He's so cool. I love Edison. Run away.
Yeah, I'm really gonna.
Like how he moves his legs too when he's flying for no reason.
I'm gonna be real upset because he does get hurt next.
Yeah,
episode,
it's gonna suck. Yeah, it'll take him out for a little bit.
But One Piece is so good.
It's spectacular.
A lot of good anime this week. Can't wait for next week. We definitely have to pick up something new. Probably Tower of God. I think that comes out pretty soon.
Yeah, it's July.
Because Demon Slayer ends next week. It's a longer episode for Demon Slayer, so we'll probably have more to talk about.
Hopefully.
But Kaiju No.8 also coming to the end. I think they have like 2 more episodes left.
Something like that, yeah. No, I think it's the last episode next week.
The last episode.
Because I looked it up. They're not simul dubbing the last 2 episodes, and today it was only in Japanese.
Yeah. So and then My Hero will continue. Obviously, they're taking a break. Oh man, we might be in a pickle, but hey, we're practically a One Piece podcast, anyways.
That's true.
So
Facts, yeah.
There's more One Piece pieces than there is other animes in this room.
Facts,
so.
yeah, true.
Wait, no,
there's Naruto.
2 Naruto, 2 Jujutsu Kaisen, 2 One Piece.
They're at war.
Dang, we got to get one more One Piece thing in here.
Yeah.
Just to balance
I'll get
it out.
we can just put we can put up the we can trade this out at one point and put up the manga.
Yeah, the manga. Yeah.
We'll swap it out 1 week to week, something like that.
I like it.
Probably.
Like
we say that.
Probably like 2 weeks from now when we're like mainly just reviewing One Piece.
Yeah, facts.
But anyways, this podcast has gone on long enough. I hope you guys had a great time listening to us gush about anime. Check out Res Design.
Res Design to print.
Res Design to print. Really cool, nerdy 3D printed stuff on there.
Yep.
Our technical not sponsor, but sponsor.
Yeah.
But
friend of the show.
See you guys Wednesday. Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.